I'm not going to lie. Speaking of distractions, I think the smells coming from the kitchen are pretty wonderful, right? I find myself, my stomach's kind of really loud today and things like that. But let's not let those things be a distraction, but let's let our worship be a fragrant aroma to the Lord. It's with pleasure I get to announce Sister Chau Phan, who'll be sharing her membership testimony. Yeah, she shared her baptism testimony earlier this year, and so her new nickname is now the Testifier, okay? The Testifier, okay? So let's welcome the Testifier as she comes up and shares how God's been good.
Good morning. Don't worry, it's only one page today, guys. My name is Chau Phan, also known as Paris and Asher's auntie, Dan's sister, Ashley's sister-in-law, and more recently, Chow Emo. I came to Orlando 2 years ago, and I work at Valencia College as the application security administrator. I first came to Harvest in April of this year for my brother's baptism, and now you're pretty much stuck with me. There's a song by Rascal Flatts, don't worry if you haven't heard of them, they're country, called Bless the Broken Road, that when I look back, fits how my life has been the last few years. I relate to it a bit differently than its intended purpose, but it works for me. In it, the singer talks about how all his poor decisions and failed relationships ultimately led him to his true love. He couldn't see it then, but now he knows that God blessed the broken road that led him straight into her arms. In my baptism testimony, I talked about how I quit my job a few years ago and set out to find myself. I think a better way to phrase that would have been to say I was trying to find a purpose. What did I want in life? What did I have planned out for my life? The road that led me to Orlando and ultimately to Harvest was oftentimes dark and lonely. I took a few wrong turns, and yeah, I got lost a few times, but looking back, I see that it all led me here. It was around this time last year that I had lost my way. I thought I'd come to the end of my road here in Orlando, and at one point I thought I had just come to the end. One night, Dan and Ashley hosted their house church, and as usual, I was invited to join in. After dinner, while everyone else was sharing, I was sitting there trying to think of something to say. I lost my place, hold on. When it was my turn and everyone was looking at me, I decided to just put it all out there. Well, some of it. I shared about how I was struggling here in Orlando and was thinking about moving back home to North Carolina. That I'd reached out to a few of my former bosses to see if they were hiring. I don't remember exactly what was said or exactly who said it, but the next few minutes helped me to make the decision to stay, both here in Orlando and here. They assured me that if I were to go, that I would be missed. I don't think they knew what kind of an impact that one statement made on me. To someone struggling as I was, just knowing that at least one person would miss me was huge. I've shared about how so many people invited me to come to Harvest before and about what led me here. But one of the main reasons that I continue to come is this community. Since the moment I walked through those doors, I felt welcomed and with each interaction with every one of you, I felt encouragement being poured into me. Every smile, every handshake, each hug and kind word serves to lift my spirits. It's humbling to see everyone happily serving in so many different ways. Whether it's cleaning, serving snacks, welcoming us as we walk in every Sunday, serving the youth, or all the things being done behind the scenes, you all do it with a smile on your face. I wanted to commit to becoming a member of Harvest to open up more avenues of service. I wanted to follow the examples that I'm seeing every day. When I first thought of coming to Harvest, I thought it was just a Sunday thing. Now I'm attending Sunday service, prayer meetings on Wednesdays, house church on Thursday evenings. I sort of double dip on Fridays sometimes. I think I'm gonna have to start keeping a calendar, and I love it. I love listening to you guys talk about your lives and sharing mine. I love playing with your kids and joking with you. I love that in the last 7 months, I've gained so many brothers and sisters and knowing that I have so many people I can count on when needed. I love that I have so many people praying for me as I pray for them. My dream is that I can help others the way that you all have helped me. The road to harvest was a long one, but each pothole and dead end helped to point me in the right direction. Each failure and disappointment in my life led me here. God has truly blessed the broken road of my life to lead me to his house, and you all have taken my hand, welcomed me in, and pulled out a seat at the table for me. Thank you.